welcome everybody. Friday strength workout, another one of our express strengths, almost through the week. So hopefully you have done 2 to 3 strength workouts this week. That's what your target should be. So when we're looking at, should we do cardio, should we do strength, we get this question all the time, right? What's the best formula of strength, cardio, yoga, walking, that type of stuff? Focus on getting those strength workouts in first. Figure out if you only have 3 days a week to work out, let's get in 3 strength days. If it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, not 3 strength days. You'll want to throw something in between there in the middle, but focus on those strength days. So I think that doing them under 30 minutes there's no excuse. Right? You can find the time to get this express strength in. Monday, a little longer. Maybe you don't have that much time, but these express ones you can get done. So what are we going to need today? We need a weight, as always, and then we're going to use our super bands, but on the lighter side. For those. Let me show you our first 2 exercises, and then we're going to get into it. Okay. First one's going to be a side plank, and I'm going to give you some alternatives for these. So from the side plank position, modification is also this modified plank, which is a 90-degree bend in the knee. Okay? Now, when we're in this position, we're going to reach under and then up, back to that position. Now, the key to this, a lot of people I'll see will bend at the hips. We don't want to bend at the hips. We want to keep the hips locked. We reach down, we reach up. If you have a really light weight, you can do the same thing. And lightweight, I'm thinking like less than 10 pounds. Yeah. So we'll do one side, we'll hit the other side. Might as well stay down when we're down.
Might as well.
The second one's going to be a lunge with a rotation. So it's a forward lunge. And we rotate, we'll get one side. Again, if you have a weight, I like keeping it in close versus out here. So I'm in, lunge, and rotate. Okay? It's 20 seconds, we'll get one side. 20 seconds, we'll get the other side. Sorry, it's 30 seconds.
I know, I think.
She was like, I'm going to tell him. I'm not going to tell him. All right, we need jumping jacks, steel clubs, crisscrosses. That I do know, and I do know that it's 10 because it's strength day. Yes. Ready? Let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Arms out in front, open the chest up. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Arms wide, feet wide, crisscross in the middle. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I had a fuzzy float right while I was counting. I was like, don't break character. It was like literally setting right there. I was like, oh, it's tickling my face. Okay, let's take it. I'm not gonna use the weight for this one. I'm just gonna go straight side plank. Okay. 30 seconds.
I'm done with that.
But I am gonna get that rotation. So, side plank, heel to toe, or bend that bottom knee. Ready, and up, hold. Bring it down, and up. Now, if you're new to the side plank, just hold the side plank. Otherwise, you can add this rotation. You should feel it firing in the glutes a little bit more. Definitely a lot more in that core because we are stabilizing. We're rotating and we're resisting that rotation.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
And time. People are like, wait, you wanted me to hold a weight for what? Again, if you got anything above a 10, I'm thinking I wouldn't use the weight. 3, 2, 1, and begin. If you have those little hand weights, this is where I always poo-poo on the 2 and the 3 pounders, but this is a perfect one.
Or you got ankle weights.
Yeah. Something light. Your water bottle.
Yeah. As long as the top is
screwed on.
Pretty tight.
And time. All right. We're going to take it up. And again, if you have a light weight here, you can hold it in tight.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a little med ball, something like that.
Oh, that's a good idea.
All right, ready and begin. Lunge one side. Focus just on that one side, because what we don't want to have is that other knee caving in. We want to core tight, hips tight, and we're rotating again through this thoracic spine. I often get asked, does the knee have to touch the ground? No.
Yeah.
It does not.
For some reason, I kind of just avoid doing that.
If it does, no problem. You just have to make sure that you're pushing back out of it. Time. We're going to the other side now. I don't mind it, but you can't do this little worm coming back. You got to come back straight. Ready and begin. Here, rotate and then push back out of it.
Just stays tall.
That's right. Read these logos.
That's right.
10 more seconds. We're warming it all up. One more will do us. And time. All right. So the next one, we're going to work for 3.5 minutes, but it's only 30 seconds rest in between. So I'm going to have to show you all 4 of our exercises. All right. The first one's going to be a half kneeling overhead press. If you have 2 dumbbells, awesome. Straight up overhead press. If you have a kettlebell, press and back down. You may want to switch hands. It's going to be a 10 to 12. So you might do 5 on one side and switch the bell to the other side, 5 on the other side. What knee is down, does it really matter? Not particularly. If we were doing this for balance or we were more in line, then it would absolutely matter. We'd want to bounce them both out. If you think about it and you want to change feet, go for it.
If you're doing the single arm version.
If you're doing the single arm version, you're going to make me demonstrate that, aren't you? Whatever knee is down, that's the pressing side, okay? Then when you switch sides, you absolutely would want to change. Okay, so that's the first one, overhead press. Second one is a half to full split squat. So I always start down, kneeling on this one. So I'm gonna come halfway up, down, all the way up, back down. So last month we did the reverse lunge, split squat forward. This is another play on that, a little variation on that. Halfway up, down, all the way up, down, probably 6 to 8 on one side, 6 to 8 on the other side. If you're gonna hold 2 weights, great. I also like holding the goblet position for this one. You could do suitcase, you could do half rack. There's a lot of variations for this, but whatever knee is down, just like that overhead press, that's the side that's going to be holding a single weight. Third one is going to be a banded high pull. Now these work. A lot of people go, oh, so boring, but they work. Sometimes the boring ones are the best ones. So we're going to lift and bring it back down. You can also do this X here, a little. As you raise up, you want to be nice and tall. You're only bringing it to the collarbones. You do not need to bring it to the chin or eyeballs, right to the collarbone. My elbows want to stay higher than my wrists the entire length of the motion. And then the last one, it's a side lunge. We are going to rotate at the bottom. We have done this one where the outside leg slides with the slider. We're actually going to either step into this one or stay wide already. I love staying wide. We're going to go here, and I'm going to bring it to the outside and back up. It's going to really rotate. Now, this one has to be under control. If you start to feel it in that knee, what I want you to do is just take it to the inside. We can still rotate our torso, but keep it just on the inside. Otherwise, if you have that good range of motion, I can bring it all the way across the body. If you're stepping into it, I'm going to do that, but I'm also barefoot, so I'm not going to step into it. Last thing I need to do is set a kettlebell on my foot. Are you ready, Coach?
I'm ready.
Half kneeling overhead press is what we are starting with.
Okay.
What weight are you doing?
Let's do the 12.
Oh, geez. Are you doing two-hand or one-hand?
2.
Okay, good. You had me panicked there for a second. It's like somebody ate her Wheaties this morning. Are you ready? What time are we going?
I think
2, 3, 3. Let's try 3. Is it 3 or 2?
2.
2. Let's see. It's 2.
Woohoo!
All right.
We win.
Core is tight. That's why we did so much core in the warm-up.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot of these require a ton of core. And since I'm doing the single arm version, I'm gonna change my.
I'm going to also.
Oh.
Because I don't know, it feels.
You like to
It
have the
feels
bell on that downward side.
Yeah.
Oh, good. As you are pressing, one of the things I see as people press is opposed to getting that arm right up by the ear, which is what you want, sometimes they'll press a little bit away from them. And we don't want that. You want to press straight up to the ceiling, and you want to keep those hips and core tight. As soon as you have to leverage like this, please go down and wait. I don't want to feel it in the lower back at all.
Well, the other thing too is, as you'll notice, getting that back toe tucked under is really key.
Yeah, it's going to give you leverage.
Yes.
Fitness is all about leverage.
Yeah, there's a lot of physics that go into it. Biomechanics.
Hashtag science.
Can nerd out here.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, with that single arm version, it's a little easier to kind of push away. When you have both hands, it's not
Yeah.
as much of an issue.
Focus on that tempo. Even if you have some lighter weights, you can make them feel heavier just by going a little slower.
Yep.
If you have the heavier weight, it's going to go slow anyways. But we get messages all the time. I only have 12s. What should I do? Well, maybe get 15s or 20s. That's first thing. Call Perform Better. Or slow that down in the meantime while it's being shipped out. Slow down the tempo.
Yeah.
All right.
One more set.
I think I got one more set in me.
All right, let's do it.
Make sure you're breathing. Woo!
Feeling those shoulders.
Let me tell you.
Traps a little bit. Goodness for that whistle.
Woo! Right? All right, great time to get some water. It's only 30 seconds. We are going to be doing the split squats.
Yeah.
So some people like to put something underneath of their knee. This is one where I do like, if you have the range of motion, going all the way down to the floor. Maybe you need to elevate it a little bit. Maybe 2 pillows from the couch, something like that. Why do I like that target? Well, you hit the same spot every single time. All right, Hercules. Halfway up, down, all the way up, all the way down. Half to full. Half. 3. There's going to be a 6 to 8. I typically have people stick more to the 6 because that half rep does count. We don't count it, but when we're talking about those muscles firing, when we're talking about fatigue, it does count.
Yes. Hard to count.
Right?
It's hard to count and talk these.
Especially with that half rep.
Ooh, I'll tell you. When you do that half to full, you do not need a whole ton of weight for this.
No. Especially, I mean, it starts really taxing that cardiovascular. I mean, think about the amount of muscles that are working in this. You got your core working. You got your legs, which are your giant powerhouses.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a lot going on.
Yeah. We just let that heart rate come down a little bit.
I need it. I need it. Mine's like should have like, it should beep. You should be able to set it when it gets to, and it's like beep beep or buzzes or something like that.
Let you know that you're doing a good
Little
job.
electric shock, something.
I don't know. I feel like that's a given, just in a different way. All right, here we go.
All right, I'm gonna try your. Nope, I don't like that one. That's harder.
I feel like that way is so much harder.
No.
I got my strength in the legs.
Not me.
A lot of muscle compacted into those short legs.
Oh yeah, I got a lot more space I need to move
That's
through.
right. Different levers.
Yeah, leverage is not in my favor on these. Okay. Woo! Depending on where you are, you might get a half set in, not me. I'm just gonna rest. Yeah, we're only at 25 seconds left.
Wow.
Yeah. Doesn't take, but believe me, it doesn't take much.
No.
People will tell me, I went to the gym for like an hour and a half. I was like, what the heck did you do there? I promise you, you only worked out for like 10 minutes.
It's crazy. All right, I'm gonna see what kind of weight I want to do for. Oh, we're doing the.
Yeah, we're doing a high pull.
Put that away for now.
Holy moly, I'm sweating. All right, I'm gonna do this non-broken in yellow band. This thing feels like it came out of the freezer.
I know.
That's how.
We were at the gym the other day and was doing a workout with one of our 1 inch. It was a little bit more stretched out than the one at home, but I tell you, still had some good.
All right, so remember,
Good
elbows stay higher than the wrists. Your wrists should never be the same height as the elbows. That way, when your elbows stop moving, you stop moving. Last weekend, I was visiting some friends, and they were talking about how they do these workouts.
Oh, okay.
And I went inside for something, and their son was there, and he goes, I hear your voice every single morning in my living room. Every morning, you're on the TV. I was like, that's kind of cool.
I know.
I was like, that's kind of neat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Feel those reps. I don't know if we gave them a rep range, but 8 to 10 to 12, somewhere around there. 10 to 12 is probably your sweet spot, but
it all depends on the band that you have too. All depends on your band. So, lighter band, you don't have anything to go up to. Obviously, we said you could slow it down. Another thing would be a 1 Mississippi at that little hold at that contracted top part. Oh yeah, that will change. That will change it. But bands are one of those that I have rarely had one of these wear out.
Yeah.
They last forever. You can take them with you traveling.
Anywhere, yeah.
And they're super cheap. It's not like you're buying metal.
Right. Yeah.
So
No, they're great.
if I was to invest, I'd invest in every size miniband, in every size super band that they make.
And not discounting the core work that's also going on in this.
Oh my geez.
I am squeezing my glutes, just drilling my feet into the floor. My abdominal muscles are firing. So.
It's more than just the traps and the neck and the shoulders. When we write our program, we really try, when we talk about full body, you're never seeing us just do curls. Right?
Yeah.
It's just, that's a very muscle specific. We train movements, not muscles.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make sure that it is literally head to toe working on these.
All right, so good news, we have enough time for one more set.
Good news? Are you sure it's good news?
Good news.
Yeah. All right, fine. Oh, what do we have after this one? Okay.
Side lunge.
Yeah, no. Fortunately, it doesn't have a whole lot of shoulders and upper back.
Yeah.
A lot of core though. This one is core centric. That's why we did all of those in our 1A, 1B. We did so much rotation and anti-rotation in those two movements specifically for all the core that we're doing. Coach, when we record tomorrow, we're gonna need a fan.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a fan, I'm just letting you know.
We'll do it.
We're in the, it's not the dog days of summer yet, but it's heating up.
We're getting there.
It's heating up. Is it even technically summer yet?
I think not till June, middle of June.
Jeez.
All right, so let's see here. So make sure that this weight is
Okay,
good.
you want to take it outside of that foot. So you really have to lunge, you really have to rotate. But please, 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 don't force it.
Yeah, the thing that I noticed too when Coach Corey was doing it is he really hinged those hips back so that his low back wasn't doing any of the work.
I want to be perfectly flat from hip to shoulder as I stand up and rotate. This is a little more advanced than bringing it just to the inside of that foot. But you do what's best for you, your mobility, your range of motion.
You can really feel how this is a hybrid of a squat and a hinge together.
Yes. That's why people are like, is this a squat? Is this a hinge? Well, it's neither, and it's both.
Yeah.
It's a lunge.
All right.
Woo!
Feeling that heart rate.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of control in that one.
Yeah.
Do not rush that one. Do not go listen to your body. Right? Listen to your body on that one. Make sure that if you're feeling it in the knee, shorten up that range of motion.
Yeah. That's some good advice.
There's nothing wrong with hinging and taking it right to the inside. I can still twist. I can still get that core benefit from taking it right to the inside. Also, if you're going really heavy, I would recommend taking this to the inside as well.
Nobody wants a smushed foot.
Nobody wants a smushed foot. Boy, there would be some profanities happening in that one.
You can definitely tell the one side is a lot easier to get that kettlebell around.
Yeah. Whoa. So where are you feeling this one? Obviously, you're going to probably feel it in the obliques, a lot of the core. inner thigh, outer hips, glutes. A lot of different places that you could be feeling this one. If you're feeling it in the lower back, or maybe your neck or something like that, lighten it up. Feeling it in the knees, shorten the range of motion.
Oh my goodness, we are.
I know, I'm gonna get a third set. I like these. It's not for everybody. You have to earn your exercise. Forget who told me that one time. Oh, probably Rooney. Just like in martial arts, you earn your next belt. You got to earn your next exercise. Maybe it's just a side lunge. Then it's the side lunge with the rotation. Then you take it to the outside of the foot. Oh. Woo!
Last one.
Yeah. So every movement pattern that we've ever done have different progressions.
Yeah.
It all starts from a basic lunge. So from there we can progress that lunge based off of your ability level. Sometimes I tell you what, I want basic.
Yeah.
They can get just too
Basic
fancy
is
all the time.
The best way.
Basics always work. People will be like, well, do this and this and this. And I was like, isn't it just a lunge? I'm like, yeah, but I'll just stick with the lunge. Stick with the lunge. That's it, right, Coach? We just have to stretch now?
Stretch time.
Fantastic. What would you like to start stretching?
I feel like we're kind of on our feet already, so let's just keep with that.
Let's do it. Let's go. Palm up. Find a wall. Find something that you can reach. You do not have to put your palm up against it. Like I just have literally my knuckles here. My palm is facing up. I just need a little leverage. That's all. Now let's get the other side. Coach Amy's karate chopping the wall. There's a lot of dents in the drywall over there. She's warned me.
All the equipment that goes flying around here.
Good. We're going to have our feet nice and wide. We're going to hinge back, both hands down. Just hang.
Hanging out.
And let's rotate one arm up to the ceiling. And back down. And other arm up to the ceiling. And back down. And come on up. We're going to lunge out to one side. Try to keep your chest up. I see a lot of people when they do this, we want to keep it up.
Am I doing okay?
So that we're going to come up and over now.
We're adding
towards
in.
me. There you go. So if your left leg is bent, you're taking your left arm up and over. We're going to add into this. And let's go other side. Lunge. And bring it up and over.
It's like trying to do a dead bug.
Kinda. You mean wrapping your brain
Trying
around
to
it?
figure out what the heck you're doing over
Yeah. And back up. We're going to turn 180 degrees behind us. 180 degrees on the other side. And let's do one more. We're going to get that quad stretched out.
Oh, it feels good.
Feels so good, right? And let's get the other side.
2 legs. And if you do have trouble with this one, and since we have the bands out, you could take your band and wrap it underneath your ankle there, and that will help you with that stretch. Sometimes we need a little extra assistance.
And relax, Coach.
Nice
Awesome
job.
job, everybody out there.
Way to go, folks.
Happy Friday to you. If we see you tomorrow, great. We're going to do a nice little cardio core. Maybe you decide to take a walk, go on a bike ride. Maybe you actually use the adult swim at the pool. Do some laps.
Yeah.
It's 15 minutes. You'd be amazed at what you can get in and done in those 15 minutes if you're just doing the
Yeah.
laps. So people are like, adult swim, whatever. So either join us tomorrow or go find something to do. Active.
Stay active.
Stay active.
Stay moving.
All right, everybody.